Hello friends, in this practical we will cover the fourth practical, that is the rectification. As we know, there are basically two types of rectifiers, that is half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Now in this practical we will cover the first type of rectifier, that is half wave rectifier. Now this is the circuitry for your half wave rectifier. As we know, in circuit only one diode is used and one load resistor is used, which is connected in series with your PN junction diode. And the main objective for the rectification is that to convert AC signal into your DC signal. Now if you see the circuit, this is the PN junction diode and this terminal is your anode and this terminal is your cathode. Now your anode is connected with the AC input. Suppose this is positive, then your anode or your diode will be in forward bias condition. Similarly, if suppose this terminal is negative, then your diode will be in off condition. Now see the input waveform. Now this is the input waveform. As we know, input for your half wave rectifier is the AC sinusoidal signal. So there are total number of two intervals, that is 0 to pi and from pi to 2 pi. Now for first condition, that is when your input voltage is positive, that is from 0 to pi. Now for first positive half cycle, this terminal will be positive and this terminal will be negative. As this terminal is positive and this terminal is negative, so your anode is connected with positive and cathode is connected with negative. As we know, when your anode is connected with positive and cathode is connected with negative, then your PN junction diode will be in forward bias condition, and when our PN junction diode is in forward bias condition, then it will act as an closed switch. So when your PN junction diode will act as a closed switch, so current will flow through the load resistor like this, means from positive terminal to negative terminal. So for first positive half cycle, that is from 0 to pi, your output across the load resistor will be like this, means that indicates your diode is in on condition. Similarly for next condition, that is from pi to 2 pi. Now when from pi to 2 pi, this polarity will get changed, means this terminal will be negative and this terminal will be positive. Now if you see the polarity, means your anode is connected with negative and cathode is connected with positive, means that indicates your diode will be in reverse bias condition. When your diode is in reverse bias condition, then it will act as an off switch or open switch, and as your diode is acting as an off switch or open switch, so no current will flow through the diode, so your output voltage will be equals to 0 for next condition, that is from pi to 2 pi. So your output waveform, that is from pi to 2 pi, means your output voltage will be equals to 0. Similarly for next positive half cycle, if suppose consider from, that is from 2 pi to 3 pi, from 2 pi to 3 pi again positive, so this polarity will again change, that is from positive and negative, means your anode is connected with positive and cathode is connected with negative, means your diode will be in forward bias condition. Again you will get the output voltage like this. Now let's demonstrate this practical or this circuit. Now to demonstrate this circuit, we will require first the PN junction diode kit. Now here if you observe, two electronic parameters are used, that is first one is your PN junction diode and second one is your load resistor. Now here your PN junction diode and load resistors are connected in series, and across the PN junction diode, means one terminal of your PN junction diode and another terminal of your resistor, input is applied, while across the load resistor we are going to take the output. Now if you check the which is important point for this practical, that is which terminal is anode and which terminal is cathode. As we know, this black ring indicates your anode and this silver ring indicates your cathode. Now here your PN junction diode is connected in series with your load resistor, and across the load resistor we are going to observe the output. Now let's to give the input and to observe the output, we will require another electronic instrument, that is we are going to give the input from your function generator, which will be your AC signal, and we are going to observe the output on your CRO. Now another instrument that is required, that is the function generator. Now for function generator, now this is the front panel of your function generator. Now here the applied frequency, which is equals to 1.4 kilohertz, while the amplitude, which is equals to 2 volt peak to peak. Now these are the various knobs by using which you can vary the frequency or amplitude, and these are the various keypad by using which you can change the frequency as well as the amplitude, and by using these knob you can vary the frequency, and when you press this output terminal then you will get the output. Similarly, we are going to observe the output on your CRO. Now this is the front panel of your cathode ray oscilloscope, that is CRO, and the front panel of your CRO we already covered in practical number 2. Now let's do the connections. Now first of all, if you see the circuit, then the input is applied from your function generator. So positive terminal of your the positive terminal from your function generator and the negative terminal of your function generator. Now this will be your AC signal, and same signal we are going to observe on CRO. That's why another CRO probe is used. Now the positive terminal of your CRO and the negative terminal of your CRO. Now if you observe on CRO, then we are getting some AC signal. Now similarly, now this is the AC signal which is equals to 1.4 kilohertz and 2 volt peak to peak. Now to observe the output across the load resistor, connect the channel 2 of your CRO across the load resistor. Now when you will connect channel 2 of your CRO, then just vary the volts per division knob. Now when you will vary the volts per division knob, then you will get the final waveform. Now if you observe this waveform, then you will get clear idea, that is the for first positive half cycle your diode will be in on state, and for first positive half cycle your diode will be in on state. So across the load resistor you are getting some output voltage, but for next negative half cycle, that is from consider this interval is from pi to 2 pi. From pi to 2 pi your diode will be in off state, so your output will be equals to 0. Again for next positive half cycle your diode will be in on state and you are getting some output voltage. Similarly for next negative half cycle your diode will be in off state. So this is the final circuitry for your half wave rectifier. So total number of electronic components that we require for the for this experiment, that is first one is your kit, then second one is your function generator, and third one is the CRO. Now if you observe, this is our theoretical waveform, that is for first positive half cycle your diode will be in on state, and for next negative half cycle your diode will be in off state. And same waveform we are getting on the CRO, that is for first positive half cycle your diode will be in on state, and for next negative half cycle your diode will be in off state. Thank you.